First Samuel 7. So the man of Kiriath-jearim came and took the ark of the Lord and brought it into the house of Abinadab on the hill, and consecrated Eleazar his son to have charge of the ark of the Lord. And the ark remained in Kiriath-jearim a very long time, nearly 100 years, through Samuel's entire judgeship, Saul's reign, and well into David, when it was brought to Jerusalem. For it was 20 years before all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. Then Samuel said to all the house of Israel, if you are returning to the Lord with all your heart, then put away the foreign gods and the Ashtaroth female deities from among you, and direct your heart to the Lord, and serve Him only, and He will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines. So the Israelites put away the Baals and the Ashtaroth, and served the Lord only. Samuel said, gather all Israel to Mizpah, and I will pray to the Lord for you. So they gathered at Mizpah and drew water and poured it out before the Lord, and fasted on that day, and said there, we have sinned against the Lord. And Samuel judged the Israelites at Mizpah. Now when the Philistines heard that the Israelites had gathered at Mizpah, the lords of the Philistines went up against Israel. And when the Israelites heard of it, they were afraid of the Philistines. And the Israelites said to Samuel, do not cease to cry to the Lord our God for us, that he may save us from the hand of the Philistines. So Samuel took a sucking lamb and offered it as a whole burnt offering to the Lord. And Samuel cried to the Lord for Israel, and the Lord answered him. As Samuel was offering up the burnt offering, the Philistines drew near to attack Israel. But the Lord thundered with a great voice that day against the Philistines and threw them into confusion, and they were defeated before Israel. And the men of Israel went out of Mizpah and pursued the Philistines and smote them as far as below Beth-kar. Then Samuel took a stone and set it between Mizpah and Shen, and he called the name of it Ebenezer, the stone of help, saying, Heretofore the Lord has helped us. So the Philistines were subdued and came no more into Israelite territory, and the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. The cities the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel, from Ekron to Gath, and Israel rescued the city's territory from the Philistines. There was peace also between Israel and the Amorites. And Samuel judged Israel all his days, and he went from year to year on a circuit to Bethel, Gilgal, and Mizpah, and was judge for Israel in all those places. Then he would return to Ramah, for his home was there. There he judged Israel, and there he built an altar to the Lord. 안녕하세요. 소중한 사인님, 감사합니다. Hi, precious Dave T. Thank you so much. God bless you. Hi, precious baby. Thank you so much. May God bless you. When Samuel was old, he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second, Abijah. They were judges in Beersheba. His sons did not walk in his ways, but turned aside after gain, took bribes, and perverted justice. All the elders of Israel assembled and came to Samuel at Ramah and said to him, Behold, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now appoint us a king to rule over us like all the other nations. But it displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to govern us. And Samuel prayed to the Lord, and the Lord said to Samuel, Hearken to the voice of the people in all they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me, that I should not be king over them. According to all the works which they have done, since I brought them up out of Egypt, even to this day, forsaking me and serving other gods, so they also do to you. So listen now to their voice, only solemnly warn them and show them the ways of the king who shall reign over them. So Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who asked of him a king. And he said, These will be the ways of the king who shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them to his chariot and to be his horsemen and to run before his chariot. He will appoint them for himself to be commanders over thousands and over fifties, and some to plow his ground and to reap his harvest and to make his implement of war and equipment for his chariot. He will take your daughters to be perfumers, cooks, and bakers. He will take your fields, your vineyards, and your olive orchards, even the best of them and give them to his servant. He will take 1/10 of your grain and of your vineyards and give it to his officers and to his servant. He will take your men and women servants and the best of your cattle and your donkeys and put them to his work. He will take 1/10 of your flocks, and you yourselves shall be his slaves. In that day you will cry out because of your king you have chosen for yourselves, but the Lord will not hear you then. Nevertheless, the people refused to listen to the voice of Samuel, and they said, "No, we will have a king over us, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may govern us and go out before us and fight our battles." Samuel heard all the people's words and repeated them in the Lord's ears. And the Lord said to Samuel, "Hearken to their voice and appoint them a king." And Samuel said to the men of Israel, "Go every man to his city." 안녕하세요. 소중한 지다카님, 감사합니다. May God bless you. 읽고 싶으신 성경 구절 혹시 있으세요? 없으시면 이어서 9장 읽어보겠습니다. 감사합니다. 1 Samuel 9. There was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, son of Abiel, the son of Zerah, the son of Bechorath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of wealth and valor. Kish had a son named Saul, a choice young man and handsome among all the Israelites. There was not a man more handsome than he. He was a head taller than any of the people. The donkeys of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. Kish said to Saul, "Take a servant with you and go. Look for the donkeys." And they passed through the hill country of Ephraim and the land of Shalisha, but did not find them. Then they went through the land of Shalim and the land of Benjamin, but did not find them. And when they came to the land of Zuph, Saul said to his servant, "Come, let us return, lest my father stop worrying about the donkeys and become concerned about us." The servant said to him, "Behold now, there is in this city a man of God, a man held in honor. All that he says surely comes true. Now let us go there. Perhaps he can show us where we should go." Then Saul said to his servant, "But if we go, what shall we bring the man? The bread in our sacks is gone, and there is no gift for the man of God. What have we?" The servant replied, "I have here a quarter of a shekel of silver. I will give that to the man of God to tell us our way." Formerly in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, he said, "Come, let us go to the seer," for he that is now called a prophet was formerly called a seer. Saul said to his servant, "Well said, come, let us go." So they went to the city where the man of God was. As they went up the hill to the city, they met young maidens going out to draw water and said to them, "Is the seer here?" They answered, "He is. Behold, he is just beyond you. Hurry, for he came today to the city, because the people have a sacrifice today on the high place. As you enter the city, you will find him before he goes up to the high place to eat. The people will not eat until he comes to ask the blessing on the sacrifice." Afterwards, those who are invited eat. So go on up, for about now you will find him. So they went up to the city, and as they were entering, behold, Samuel came toward them, going up to the high place. Now a day before Saul came, the Lord had revealed to Samuel in his ear, "Tomorrow, about this time, I will send you a man from the land of Benjamin, and you shall anoint him to be leader over my people Israel, and he shall save them out of the hand of the Philistines. For I have looked upon the distress of my people, because their cry has come to me." When Samuel saw Saul, the Lord told him, "There is the man of whom I told you. He shall have authority over my people." Then Saul came near to Samuel in the gate and said, "Tell me, where is the seer's house?" Samuel answered, "Saul, I am the seer. Go up before me to the high place, for you shall eat with me today, and tomorrow I will let you go and will tell you all that is on your mind. As for your donkeys that were lost 3 days ago, do not be thinking about them, for they are found, and for whom are all the desirable things of Israel. Are they not for you and for all your father's house?" And Saul said, "Am I not a Benjamite of the smallest of the tribes of Israel? And is not my family the least of all the families of the clans of Benjamin? Why then do you speak this way to me?" Then Samuel took Saul and his servant and brought them into the guest room at the high place, and had them sit in the chief place among the persons, about 30 of them who were invited. The other people feasted outside. And Samuel said to the cook, "Bring the portion which I gave you, of which I said to you, set it aside." And the cook lifted high the shoulder and what was on it, indicating that it was the priest's honored portion, and set it before Saul. Samuel said, "See what was reserved for you. Eat, for until the hour anointed it was kept for you, ever since I invited the people." So Saul ate that day with Samuel. When they had come down from the high place into the city, Samuel conversed with Saul on the top of the house. They arose early, and about dawn, Samuel called Saul, who was sleeping on the top of the house, saying, "Get up, that I may send you on your way." Saul arose, and both he and Samuel went out on the street. And as they were going down to the outside of the city, Samuel said to Saul, "Bid the servant pass on before us." And he passed on. "But you stand still first, that I may cause you to hear the word of God." Hi, precious Miss Carell. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Hi, precious Mr. Toadstool. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Hi, precious Tito. Thank you so much for your comment while you're feeling sleepy. May God bless you. Thank you so much for sharing this precious, blessed time together. May God's peace, love, blessings be with you always, and wishing everyone a peaceful, blessed night. God bless you. I love you in Jesus. Thank you so much. Good night.